Well, howdy gang, and welcome back to an unusual episode here, an update on Project 211. I am here in Cooke Park. It's the 15th of April, 2020. And I'm actually here because I've just finished the 9th chapter. So the book is half done. But the last chapter that I finished, it kind of takes place in Norway. And so our heroes go from, they make their way through France and into Germany, and then they make it to this Norwegian fjord, and that's where these two massive German warships have been hiding. And so when I drive through Cooke Park, it kind of reminds me a little bit of it gives me a little bit of inspiration, because this is kind of like what I envisioned in the book, is that behind me, you'd see, obviously it's a little bit smaller than I envisioned, but you'd see these two massive warships sitting out here, this gigantic battleship and this aircraft carrier sitting out here as they get ready to make their voyage to Station 211. And so our heroes get there, and they board the aircraft carrier via a submarine. And that's what the last chapter kind of deals with, is how do these guys get to Antarctica? How do these guys, follow the project, and how do they, get there? And so a little bit of inspiration today was driving through Cooke Park and trying to envision just what these two massive ships would have looked like sitting in this Norwegian fjord. And the Germans were pros at that. They took their ships when they realized that the British were sinking them and they were no longer very useful. They were fleet in being, the Tirpitz probably being the most famous, and Scharnhorst. They hid them in German fjords, or in Norwegian fjords. So it looked very similar to what's behind me right now. If you could imagine, photos of the Tirpitz sitting in this fjord. That's kind of what I envisioned for the last chapter. But anyway, another update is I do have another publisher who's interested in my in the book. So they want to see a script, they want to see a storyline, and with it being half done, and of course everybody being locked down during this stuff, I've got some time to do that. So I hope to knock out some more chapters and get cranking on this now that everybody's filed their unemployment and and what have you. I can actually sit down and in the escape pod and write some more material. It's coming a lot faster now that the historical stuff is over with. So it's coming along, and of course then the economy and everything comes to a halt here with this COVID-19. But I hope to get back into the escape pod and start cranking away and getting some material out there. Like I said, I'm excited. This has been a fun project. It's been exhausting, but it's been a fun project, and I can't wait to share it all with you. So thanks for coming along for the ride. Enjoy peaceful Cooke Park, and we'll talk to you guys later.